Good morning, everybody. So here we are. We are at my storage unit, which is inside this old church. And so it's Monday morning, and I had a really good sales weekend. And yeah, just down here to collect my orders to get them out. But what I'm noticing is, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there is a light coming out, meaning one of these doors is open, meaning there must be a new empty spot, a big spot. So this is exciting. I want it. So let's go check. All right, so this is great. I'm always up really early. I get up around, 4 or 5. Maybe not 4, but like 5, 6 o'clock most days. I was up early today because I knew I had a bunch of orders. So I always pull my orders before work, usually every other day or something like that, because I do have a day job. I just do this part-time. So I was down here really early, and then obviously I couldn't call the guy right away. So I called the guy at 8:30. And I didn't get a hold of him. I left a message, and then around 9 o'clock or maybe 9:30, he called me back. And yeah, I can start right away with that new place. So that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna move this week. I'm gonna be moving stuff down into that, or across the hall, basically into that bigger unit. We'll keep the smaller one for us as well. I asked him how much the big one is, and I thought I remembered him saying before, when I first talked to the guy a few months ago when I got the unit, that the big ones were $150 a month, because my little one like that is just only $50 a month. I mean, it's not heated, but it's good enough. $50 a month, no complaints at all. And I asked him, all right, so the big one is how much? And he's like, well, since you already got the other one, yeah, it's normally $150 a month, but I'll give it to you for $100 if you're going to have the two. So that's awesome. I mean, I've got a ton of space for a total of $150 a month, which I know where I used to live, you could not even rent a tiny little one like I've got for $150 to $200 a month. It's crazy. Storage unit prices are just stupid these days. So this is really good. It's so close to home. Excited to get started with moving the inventory over. And yeah, I'm just thinking about all the things I got to do here. I'm going to get all my inventory moved over, but I'm also going to consolidate stuff. I've got a few totes out in my building from, just bigger totes that I'm going to move down here. Then I'll get the room. It's going to be good. Good morning, everybody. It is now Tuesday morning. It's about 6:45. And so what we do, before work, my job starts at 8. So I'm usually up early. Marley, our cat, got me up this morning at 6 o'clock. She came up and meowed in my face to let me know that the coffee was ready and it was time to get out of bed. So thank you, Marley. So yeah, just having a coffee in my nice vintage Miller High Life mug, and getting today's listings up. So again, I do daily drops, or at least that's the intent. Back on that wagon is definitely a kickstart of the algorithm. So I've got some dresses to put up today, and I'm just going to get at it. So I've got a phone that I'm recording on right now, but I also have a phone that is dedicated. It's got this Halloween case on it, because I have 3 phones now, and I want a case on them all because I don't want to drop something and break it. But this is all I had left. But in any case, that one is the one that I take all my photographs with. So I'm just going to sit here and list and get those up for today, and I'll catch up in a bit. It is about 10 to 8, about to start my regular day job. Just in my office here, which is a little bit of a mess right now, but yeah, this is where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean not much. So you guys probably see this backdrop sometimes from my what sold videos. Yeah, so it's just this small little area of our basement that I've whipped into an office here. Got my work laptop all set up. So that's nice. I can do this stuff. And then at lunchtime, I will, take a little break and probably run down to the storage unit today, take some more stuff down. But I do need to get a lock for that second unit that we got yesterday. So probably going to run into town today and do that kind of stuff so that we can get everything transferred over this week. It's really exciting. But yeah, I got my listings up. I think it was 6 dresses all together. A couple pretty decent ones. Got a bunch of them on the half off sale. Dresses normally come to $7.99, so it would have been $3.99. So that's pretty good. And yeah, just going to get started with work, and I'll catch up with you guys later. It is about 11:45, just about to take my lunch. Marley has come and joined me at work today. This is my pretty little kitty. And anyway, yeah, you guys probably have heard or seen her in other videos, but she is 18 years old. She's a little bit of a cranky girl sometimes, but she likes to come and join me at work. So yeah, just soon going to wrap things up with my regular job and take lunch break. Just going to have a little sandwich of some kind, probably like chickpea salad sandwich or something. That's definitely one of my favorites. And then I actually have a package that is being delivered to me, or it shows that it's already been delivered to my mailbox. So I had purchased I found one of my other videos, I found it on the side of the road. This, like, I could see this Guitar Hero guitar sticking out of the box, and I was like, okay, what is this? I should stop. And it ended up being a Wii U, some games, and everything worked, and just, yeah, great find, just free on the side of the road. One of the games was one of the only Wii U games I'd actually care to own, because it wasn't a great console, but it was Xenoblade Chronicles X, cool, like action RPG, but unfortunately it didn't work. Well, this ties into reselling, because I was still able to sell the case and non-working disc on eBay for $30, because it's just a, very desirable game. Someone might be able to get the disc working, but even if not, the case itself usually does go for like at least 20. So I had a bunch of Poshmark credits. I've won the Love It or List It challenge a couple times, actually more than a couple times. I won the grand prize once as well, which was $500, which is cool. So I've had some credit with Poshmark, and I decided that I would use it towards a brand new sealed copy of that game, which somebody had just listed to Poshmark, and they were already running like a 33% off sale, sent me an offer, so I got it for like way cheaper than a used copy goes for, like on eBay. That's delivered. And then, yeah, so after using my Posh credit that I had like $50 of Posh credit or something, and then selling the other non-working copy, I've ended up basically getting this game for free, which is really cool. I think I might be out like $10 of my own money or something, but definitely worth it. So I'll go grab that at lunch probably. And I got a really busy work day, so I am going to have to just, get back and just blast through it. But my work day ends at 4:30. At that point, I'll probably start like moving some items down, or I might actually run out and get a lock for the storage unit. Yeah, I might do that this evening, so that I can get everything moved over the rest of the week. Okay, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think that's where we're going to go. Good morning, folks. It is Wednesday morning, so I did, in fact, go and get a lock for my locker yesterday. But, I mean, I didn't end up going down to the unit, so I didn't show anything. But my game did come in that I talked about yesterday, so brand new sealed, Blade Chronicles X. Pretty sweet that this ended up costing me $0 out of my own money. That's cool to add to the collection. So it's early on Wednesday morning, and I'm going to be filming my what sold video for June 4th to 10th. So basically anything up to last Saturday. I do Sunday to Saturday, and I normally film that on like a Monday or Tuesday whenever I get a chance, but hey, it's Wednesday morning. I'm doing it now, and I upload those at 6 p.m. my time, at Atlantic time, on Thursday evenings. So 5 Eastern. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. When I film my what sold videos, I've got quite a few items in this one. This was a big week, so I don't know if I'll show every single item, but then I typically just go back, take a screenshot, of like one photo from each listing that's sold, so I can just run through it when it's split screened. And yeah, you guys will be familiar with that if you're used to it, but usually takes me about like maybe 5-10 minutes, depending on how many listings, just to go ahead and grab the screenshots. And then I've got an Excel file that I show I log all my sales and my profit margins and stuff like that. So I usually just watch that on one of my mini screens here, and I've got, 2 laptops and 2 monitors, so I'll usually set that up. I don't have a big space here, but it works. It's functional. All right, I'm going to get to that. And then I've got to do some more photographing later. I've got some stuff that's still in the house here that needs to be photographed. I got my listings up for this morning, which was like some swimwear stuff, all summery stuff. There was like a Peter Millar shorts, like swim trunks. There was a couple of bathing suit tops. And then there was a Lily Pulitzer skort, which was... It could be vintage, like technically 20 years. The tag is like the white tag with the registered trademark R in a circle symbol, and that was used from 2000 to about 2005. So it's right around that 20-year mark, if not quite. So that's a cool piece. But yeah, I do still have some stuff that needs to be photographed, so I can just get that bundled up, get it down to the unit, and start that transfer over to the new space and whatnot. But all right. I'm going to film that what's sold, and we'll catch up later. Okay, hello folks. Get off work at 4:30. We decided to come out to the usual thrift store. We're outside of our main one here. We just got done. I'll show you some clips from in there, but man, it was just like normally I would maybe, not normally because I don't really do this very often, but my intent was, hey, you know, take some more B-roll, have some more good footage for the video. And oh my God, it was just item after item that was just amazing. So I did drop about $260 in there. Came out with one of our massive, as you can see right there, the massive zip bags, and then another huge bag, and a bag full of footwear. Unreal. This was a great score. Like, it was just bang, 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 bang. I knew it was going to be good when I went over to the new rack that was over by the men's stuff that the woman was in the process of putting away. And I grabbed two new with tags Athleta sweaters for a combined $400 retail value, which cost me less than $14. And then the woman came out with a pair of Carhartt pants, was about to put it on the rack. I was like, oh, I'll take those Carhartts. You don't even need to hang them up. She's like, well, okay. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a good day when that's how it started. So anyway, the car's been sitting in the sun here for the last half hour or whatever it's been. So it's pretty warm in here, and I'm sweating pretty good. Yeah, should have a Rolade as well.
So are we going to the other one?
Yeah. So we're going to go to the other one, which is about another 20 minutes from here. But 7 o'clock, we got lots of time. Wow, what a stock up.
That's our best in a really long time.
That is our best in a really long time. Probably since that really epic one at this other store we're going to go get, where we got the Dolce & Gabbanas and stuff. And all that Lulu stuff and the Carhartt jacket. So they were tagging a bunch of yellow tags today, because I kept seeing a bunch of really great yellow stuff. So it must have been all just new stuff that's been put out in the last 24 hours. Amazing. So, okay, well, off to the next store. Turn the radio off and the AC so you can hear me. Yeah, so that store wasn't, you know, as good. It's not as big of a store. We didn't get as much, but we still got, you know, probably like 10 things or something. And there's some definite value there. Spent about $50. Probably at least like $250 to $300 in value. So that's always good. And all right, it's 10 after 8. We're going to hit the road, head back towards home, and just got to stop in, grab some bread. So we're out of bread, but you guys don't care about that. In any case, very successful evening of thrifting. And I guess we'll just catch up when we're doing the next step, which is processing it all and filming hauls and figuring out what's gonna lot up with what for drops. But all right, I'm gonna hit the road. Just get out of bed. Little Miss Merle has come. Oh no, where are you going? Good morning, everybody. So it is the next day, next morning, Friday morning. We got back. It was a little bit late. I mean, keeping in mind we're usually in bed by like 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, easily, sometimes asleep by then. we're morning people. We get up early, so we got home late, so everything is still out in the car. And just got some coffee here. Coffee is the lifeblood. I'm just realizing I'm wearing a Miller shirt and I've got my Miller mug. That was not planned. Hashtag not sponsored. Anyway, just gonna have a little bit of coffee and, wake up a tiny little bit more. Then I'm gonna go out and bring those big bags of clothing in and we're gonna go through it. What we normally do before anything else is just kind of run through each item, do a little bit of a tally so that we kind of have an idea of what we think the entire bundle is worth and compared to what we spent. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to just kind of tally it up and see what those sales could be. So anyway, we'll get to that, but I gotta wake up a little bit first. A little bit more Marley spam for you guys. I was gonna get up and get the clothes out of the car, but she has settled on me, so here I am for a little while longer. What do you think, baby? All right, we're gonna run through the items here and make our tally of what we think everything is worth. There's a lot here. All right, let's get started. Okay, so buy cost was around $275.
So $275 into $16.50.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. $275 into $16.50, and that's conservative. Like some of those numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like an exact 6 times. Yeah. So
decent.
Not bad at all. All right, so I will probably have left some clips in there so you can see part of that process and maybe some of the things we talked about. But altogether, $275 estimated buy cost into about $1,600 worth of sales value. These are just estimates without looking everything up. This is just, winging it. A lot of the times we go conservative on that, and the number is actually higher that I listed at, but then I account for offers as well. So I pretty much go with what I think my conservative estimate is when I'm talking about like what I'm turning this into. because yeah, I might list it higher, but then I also might take offers or whatnot. So pretty good. This was one of the most exciting hauls in a while. So now we just got to get everything organized, sorted out into drops, and start the inventory process with photographing and all of that good stuff. Okay, so once I've got my haul filmed, that's when I got to put things into drops. So I'm going to show you, this room's a little bit messy right now, but I'm going to show you guys what we got going on here. We usually end up with a big pile of stuff on the floor, which is the case right now, and I'll kind of walk you through some of this drop process. All right, yeah, so as you can see, we got this nice big pile on the floor here, some footwear. So the next up, we got to put this into drops and organize it and basically plan out what we want to list. I list every day because I want to keep that algorithm going. So, how am I going to sort this out so that I've got a few items per day that I'm putting up, combining some like items, but then also thinking about the order, what season is it, what value's there, what do I want to get listed, before other stuff. So we will definitely do that. Here are some drops that have already been photographed, and I've already got them on my phone. Some of them have actually already been listed. They got to go down to the storage unit and get actually put into inventory. And in here is where we've got this kind of shipping supply and all this other stuff for photographing and stuff. Closet, and down here we've got some drops that have already been put together previously. I don't yet have these photographed, so I do need to do that. And then we've just got all of this, so I need to put this into drops and go from there. There we go. So we got everything organized. Don't have the order and everything all figured out yet, but we ended up with 11 drops. We've got the footwear down there. We've got a North Face, a Patagonia, some golf stuff, Athleta, a couple of J. Jills. Just, it's just nice. Carhartt one back there. Summery vibes one. So we will get these, bagged up and put into the tote for processing. And, so I will show you here. Like I say, we've got 11 drops. I've got this scribbler here, so I'll write down, for example, the date. We're already caught up. Well, still got to photograph some of this stuff because I just put up the Peter Millar and Patty stuff here. Patagonia, that is. But yeah, so we've still got another week's worth of stuff, actually another 9 days worth of stuff that I need to photograph and get ready. But then this 11 drops should take us up to about July 5th or something. So July 6th maybe. Yeah. And then, so we'll do the same. We'll organize, by date when we want to drop these and photograph it in that order. Everything done, get everything put away. Here, it's organized here for photographing and stuff, but we made our list, planned out the drops, and it's just so nice to do that. But anyway, yeah, so everything's organized now. The table's nice and clear, and I need to go to my regular day job. If you're not familiar, I work from home, and I've got a day job from 8 to 4:30, so I just do this in my spare part-time. So yeah, it takes up some time. I'd love to be able to do this full-time at some point if it ever takes off, but for now I do have that day job that I'm grateful for and I enjoy, and I get to work from home. So I got to go downstairs into my home office and get to work. It's a few minutes to 8, so I'm just going to top up my coffee and head on down. And just like that, it is lunchtime. Man, that morning flew by. I was busy this morning. But okay, that's okay. Time's passing. It is lunchtime. Just having something nice and simple here. Just got a chickpea salad sandwich and some dill pickles there on the side. This is one of my favorite things to eat. I love chickpea salad. And yeah, so just gonna wolf this back and probably try to photograph maybe a couple of drops. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time, to be honest, but we'll see. It is warm out here. Sitting in the car outside of my storage unit. I didn't get to any photographing earlier. I just sat down, enjoyed my lunch, and then got back to work. Busy day for a Friday. But now I'm going to transfer my storage unit from the small space into the large space.
Figured that's probably a good idea, just to, you know, get everything set up, get everything organized so that when it's time to bring in more inventory, everything's already ready to go. I do have a bag of the drops that were already photographed. Some of it's already listed. I'll just need to change my custom SKU in eBay to include the box number when I put it in a box here. Saturday morning, just having an everything bagel with some Earth Island Boursin. This stuff is really tasty. And yeah, it's yard sale day.
Ignore the bedhead here. I don't have my hat on, but yeah, so today is the annual community yard sale. I'm early down here crying about it. Come on up, baby. Come tell YouTube all about it. Yeah, community yard sale. So that starts at 8. It's about 10 to 7 or something like that now. So just getting some breakfast and some coffee because, you know, coffee is the lifeblood. And we're going to go walk around and check out what's available. We usually find some pretty cool stuff, and I usually find at least a couple of things that I can buy to flip. Or like some cheap video games for my own collection. Maybe I keep a couple, sell a couple to make up for it. And yeah, never really know what you're going to find. But it goes from 8 to 1, and quite a few houses usually do set up, and you know, it's pretty decent. So we'll see how it goes. Taking a little stash with us here. We got there's a couple, maybe like 300 there, and a whole bunch of coin. Not that I'm expecting to spend that much today, but you never know. And I'm going to take my backpack here just for ease of carrying around little things, and also gonna throw the coin inside that so we're not just having to jam that in a pocket or something. So yeah, getting ready to head out, and this should be fun. We're back at the house for a second. Really had to pee. The community yard sale today, not nearly as many people were actually set up and selling, and I think it's because it was supposed to be a couple weeks ago, but there was a rain delay, and I think it just kind of screwed people up a little bit. But I didn't film anything. Like, I think I'll get a couple of little clips here or whatever, maybe from Jamie, that I can insert. But really, I think I just subconsciously sort of like take point and try to be a distraction so that she can film. And I think that's just kind of in my head. I don't know why. It's weird. But I'm also like kind of talkative. So like my first instinct is just to start talking to people when I approach sales and stuff, you know, like I don't know. It's weird. And then I just forget to film. But we did pick up some cool stuff, and we'll show some of that. And I just actually went to this, like, it was like this sports yard sale, and we're like, what the hell is this? But it was just this person set up with like boxes and boxes of like new old stock and like returned items and stuff. So I just got a box of new with tags, NHL hockey hats, and some other like sports memorabilia and stuff like that for $25. And it's just some of the stuff that was there was a little bit dirty, so it's like, otherwise I would probably have just been like, hey, how much of it is buy these like 4 boxes? Because then I would just have an, you know, constant inventory of that stuff. But I did really want to take a look because yeah, some of it's probably been in storage for a while, got a little bit dusty and stuff, and you can't really like wash new with tags things, because then obviously they're not new with tags, or it ruins the tags or whatever else. So anyway, but we do have a couple more places to look at that's still here in our neighborhood, and then we're going to hit up another yard sale that's just down the road, and then yeah, we're going to go to that little bargain bin place where we've gotten the where we've done the bag sale before, so that'll be cool. Just a few highlights here. This is just this stack of hats, and also got some mugs there. Got this cool, Jamie pointed this out, I think it like goes in your car window, but it's a Blue Jays flag, and I'll just use that inside. In my little Blue Jays display area.
Got, this is cool, and she only charged me $1 for it. If I can get it out. It's not new, but it is like new in the box. And it's one of those little mini arcades for burger time. So that's really cool. Got that for $1. Said it was tested and working, so yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna check, check comps on this, see if it's worth selling. Otherwise, this might end up being a cool gift for a friend that will, his birthday's coming up, who will appreciate it, but we'll see. Yeah, as I ended that clip, Jimmy was just saying that they had burger time for a Commodore 64. Who remembers Commodore 64? I had one of those in our classroom as a kid, and if we finished our work, we were allowed to play. All right, one of the first things I picked up, these boxes are rough, as you can see, but these are limited edition Pokemon gold-plated trading cards from '99. These were Burger King exclusives. And so I've got this Pikachu one here. These... the boxes are rough, like I say, but the Pokeball is in the plastic. The cards are sealed. The certificate of authenticity is in there with them. The Pikachu one looks like it goes for about $50. I've got a couple of Jigglypuffs here. And, both of those are in excellent condition, aside from the box, obviously. And looks like I can lot those up for about another $50. And I paid $5 a piece for these. So really excited about that. Found a couple of PS4 games. I actually don't own a PS4 yet, but I've been collecting games on the cheap for when I do get one. And same guy who sold me the Pokemon stuff. I noticed as I was leaving this Jack Daniel's tin. Now, this is a cool one. It's hinged, really nice condition inside. I asked him what he was looking for that, and he said $5, and I think you're getting a deal. And I agreed with him because I was already getting a deal on the Pokemon stuff. But yeah, this is just really cool. I'm gonna look up to see what the actual value is on this, but I think that I like Jack Daniel's, so I might keep this for myself. I might end up selling it, but either case, $5 for that, I could not go wrong. A couple of the places we just stopped in a couple little yard sales were a bit of a bust, but we're back to our, we had to drive past it anyway, little clothing store. And yeah, look at this beautiful view here and behind us. So grateful to live in such a nice place. Decided, since we're driving by, let's just see if there's any just like absolute bangers in here, because you never know. That quick trip was well worth it. Look at this Union-made Carhartt extra large jacket. We got some Hokas there and a couple of other things. Wow, $30 spent, a couple $100 worth of stuff. Okay, I just filmed the thrift haul video, so that'll be coming up. If you wanted to watch all of this over again, I know you guys were watching along in this week in the life, but if you want to see some condensed thing, that'll be coming up on Sunday. And I didn't show everything we picked up, that Jamie's going to also show on her channel, but we did get some really cool stuff that I can link to as well. She'll have a haul for that over there. But yeah, it's just really, really cool, like to be able to get all this cool stuff. Man, there's some good value here. And, we definitely spent some money on ourselves, but all of this stuff is going to easily pay for it. The Carhartt jacket's going to pay for most of it. So really exciting. I'm going to start getting some of this cleaned up, tidied up, and just ready to photograph so I can get it put away in inventory and things like that. And that's probably going to be the rest of my day. Have eaten, did the whole haul and showed everything, like actually, filmed a haul video and stuff. I'm going to try to get some of these hard goods all actually photographed so I can get these out of the way. So it's Saturday evening. This video is going to end tomorrow at some point, but it's been quite a week so far, and this is all part of the process. It's ongoing, and you can try to plan out your week, but sometimes it just kind of happens. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully I can get most of this photographed tonight so I can get it put away. End of the weekend tomorrow with a nice clean area here and most of it down in storage in that new storage space, which is awesome. But just going to get to listing some of this stuff. I've already done up a couple of drafts on stuff that I have sold before, like that Carhartt jacket. You know, I just went to my previous solds, did a sell similar. So I've got a couple things drafted up. But yeah, I'm probably just going to end here for the night, and I'll catch up tomorrow to wrap things up.
Sunday morning, and it is breakfast time. I've got Marley here crawling all over me. Got a nice breakfast there. Watch a little bit of TV, and yeah, and then get to photographing all kinds of stuff so we can kind of clear out the inventory, get it down in the unit and stuff to end off the week. Isn't that right, Marley?
All right, welcome back, everyone. So what we've been doing for a little while here now is photographing items to get them ready for listing, planning those drops. So Jamie has already gotten a lot of stuff ready for me. So what she'll do is she'll cut the tags off of things, get them over here in the order of the drops we've already predetermined, and then, you know, it's all good. It's ready to go for me. And let's just go through, like, actually, you know, taking the pictures. So basically, these are some free people, like new with tags, kind of bell-bottomish flare things. Should have had my phone in hand. But yeah, so we'll just set them out, and I'll just make sure I get like a good top picture. Usually a good picture of the bottom if there's a flare or something unique. And just move it up. Get a good picture of that. Get the tag as well, if there's a tag. There usually isn't. And the material tag or size tag in there. Yeah, there's got to be one in here. Oh, okay, weird. Oddly enough, there is not. That's okay, and then I want to make sure I get a measurement of the waist. And I just use this, you know, I like this because I can just put it around my neck. I know some people have yardsticks or measuring tapes. I don't like that. I also get one of the front rise, so I'll usually use my thumb to kind of hold it so they can see exactly where that seam is, so they know what the front rise is. And then I just flip it up and do the inseam. It's not perfectly straight there, but you know, that's going to be close enough. And then where this has a unique hem, like a unique bottom here, I'll also measure that, because people will inevitably ask once I've already got it packed up, hey, how wide is that? It's 11 inches, now you know. And then I'll also do a back picture just to show that this one has pockets. Okay, so now once the photos are done, I'll just kind of fold it up a little bit. We got our scale here. It's just a regular kitchen scale. And I just have this coffee box up here just to kind of like make a bigger surface, you know what I mean? So it's not like actually, so it is actually getting the proper weight. Jamie will have these bags, another bag up and ready for me so that I know I'm getting the weight and the bag number all in one photo, so that when it comes time to list, I've got that info. And these are just like freezer bags, like food freezer bags that we're just reusing. So then once that's done, she'll actually take this, bag it, and put it in one of the predetermined boxes. We know what box we're on because, you know, we've been doing this, and she'll put that away, and I just keep track of what box we're on and where the drops are going, both on the binder, you know, the little scribbler that we're using, and I also keep a note on my phone as well. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good setup. And then as I'm doing those things, taking the photos and stuff, she's already taken the next drops we've got, getting them ready, cutting the tags, moving them over here on the chairs for me. So it's just a continuous flow of items. And oh yeah, and then bulky items that won't really fit in a bag or a box, or would just waste a lot of space, we just put in these bigger totes. So, you know, same deal. it's basically the same process. I just don't need to use a bag number, so when I list this, my custom SKU, it's just going to be the tote number. So I bought these totes at Canadian Tire. This is tote CT8. That's my custom SKU. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, you know, the main thing is to get a good process and know kind of where every item is at all times. Because the last thing you want to do is have 1,000 items and lose one. Because you don't want to be skimming through 45 boxes and 8 totes trying to find that item. So as long as you're organized like this is a good setup. It's easy to just move things. I mean, I bet we're going to have probably well over 100 items photographed and ready to go down to the storage unit today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. But okay, just wanted to show that glimpse. That's kind of what we're doing today. The last clip will probably be a little bit later today where I'm actually taking this down and I'll show you a final little setup of everything in the storage unit, and that will conclude the week in the life. So here's all the stuff that we photographed today and got organized, ready for drops. So luckily we got this nice handy wagon. Don't have to take it far, just, you know, down there, but get that in the air. So this concludes the week in a life as a reseller. Obviously, I've got more to do. It never ends. I still got to get up today's listings. It's around supper time. I don't know. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock maybe. Let's check my other phone here. It's 6:15. So anyway, I'll leave it there. 6:15. So that's a Monday to Sunday week in the life of a part-time reseller. Although sometimes it feels a little bit full-time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It is long-form content. So if you stuck it out to this point, put buttons down in the comment. That's our little nickname for Marley sometimes. She'll love it. So yeah, I'll know who stuck it out to the end and followed instructions, but it's okay if you don't. It's fine. Really hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.